All right, YouTube, what's up? So I just want to do a quick trade review of this MOC long that I took, this whole expansion up. So previously at FOMC, I failed to realize the 11:30 news, and I was like down $1,200. So it was pretty bad. Yeah, down almost $1,100, right? 1,200 with fees. So around $1,100 on the day, and then maybe 17. Hold on. No, yeah, P&L time of day. So 1100 was down there, and then at MOC, market on close, I was watching the I was looking for longs because this, look at 30-minute SMT, this 30-minute is holding. I mean, this 30-minute SIBI, I mean, basically all these wicks, no bodies closed below. Plus we have a previous day, low SMT on both YM and ES. So that was indicated for me just looking for longs at the end of the day. Data highs were still left. This buy side was still left open. So I knew those were going to be good draws on liquidity for MOC. Again, with ES, this busy, no bodies to close below these consecutive busies here. So that's why I was just looking for longs. Then when MOC came around, I knew this low at around, and I knew that this, where was it? This right here. I'm sorry, the 1536 candle. I knew that was the protect the low. So from there, I got into, shouldn't have stopped out here. I should have just let the, I think I manually stopped it out there because I was just in too many contracts. And so, yeah, I went in too heavy on this long. It was around this level. Once we close above a body above this previous cycle low, should be green. So I thought that would be used as support, but it was pretty messy. So we retraced down here, and then that's where I manually closed it out. It was just too much. And then at that point, my account trailing drawdown was only like $400 or something like that. So, and then I saw it turn around, and I saw, YM and ES have a CSD. So I got in again, and I got some partials in right here on the BISIs, retraces, and took my first partials at this original consolidation of this high right here. That was my first target. And then I was waiting on YM to inverse this 15, I think it was a 15-second SIBI right here. So these used as resistance, 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 resistance. I knew that once we closed above that, we did here, that we use as support. And then we had this buy side left on YM, and then data lows were left as well. So anyways, I took those longs, and then I got stopped out. I had like one runner here. I got stopped out for break even on my runners right here. And then once I saw YM, because YM had, I think, this retracement back. 5 took me out of the trade. Somewhere around here, took me out of this trade. And then if I go to MNQ on this, you'll be able to see my entries. Pretty ugly because you'll see all the arrows. Trade. So position orders. We should mark this. Should be there. Oh, not logged in. So that's why. Just log in here. Now you'll see my super ugly, so many entries and exits. But I think that'd be easier to read. Will it not show? Strange. Show my entries and exits, right? Execution marks, execution mark. There it is. Okay. So yeah, get all the zeros. So so everything marked up here. Anyways, this is data highs right here. So that's why I took some partials off there. And then took another partial off around the 300 mark. And I don't know if it's easier to read or no, whatever. I'm just going to go back to NQ. But that was, I was basically just waiting on this to inverse on YM on the 15 second. And once YM did that, I knew that we were going to hit that highs. So at this point, it was around 59 candle. We still hadn't hit data highs, and it was, yeah, it was this last minute to hit data highs. Let's take out the rest of this buy side. So anyways, just want to talk about the trade. I did get quite a bit back. So instead of having a $1,100 loss, I just have a $440 loss. And I'm about where my account was started at. Well, I think, no, yeah, I was, down obviously, but so yeah, still be able to pass the account probably by next week. My lesson of the day was 1, pay attention to news, especially FOMC 2 and 230 news candles, and then 2, I just got to stick with market on close. That's my strongest. I have the highest probability. I know how to read the markets at that time, and even on FOMC days, just trade the last 15 minutes of the day for me, and that's how I get my winner. So still working on the AM, 9:45 to 10:15 macro and mastering that. But for now, I've got MOC last 15 minutes a day. I've got it pretty nailed down. I feel like I've got it mastered to where I can read the market pretty well, engage order flow based on, ES and YM, what they're doing, and see what NQ is going to do. So this setup was pretty clear because we did have a 30-minute SMT. ES took right here. All right, ES took this 30-minute low. YM, NQ didn't. Same with YM. So as soon as I saw that, this SMT, and then for us begin to, this 1536 candle. As soon as I saw the inverse, we had a CSD. This inversed on the 15 second as well. The BIST got inversed, and then this as well. So I saw that, but it just went away without me. And I had a limit order at this BIST. It never got tapped. So I chased it a little bit, and I thought, okay, we'd find support from these breakers, which we did eventually come back down, hit these breakers right here, which is what propelled us back up. I should have waited for that retrace back into the breaker, and then, then gone up. Then my stop would have only been, like 26 points instead of like 60 points, right? Which is 50 points. So my stop was here at this low. I entered somewhere around here, and so, my trade was like this huge stop. It was like a 1.2 hour trade. Whereas if I waited for the breaker right here, it would have been a 3-hour trade, almost 4-hour trade. Really I was aiming for data highs. And then if this didn't hit, but that was really data highs was my main objective. For my thesis, it was this time right here. And then look at this swing point. It was another at the time on this retrace. So I chased it a little. I did chase it, even though this was a valid entry, just the stop was too big. This was a better entry. Because it just wasn't retracing to hit my even here. It didn't hit any of these order blocks. It didn't retrace into these order blocks or this breaker. To go higher, it didn't retrace till later. Boom. And then from that point, created this mini breaker here, bearish breaker, which I was scared to kind of jump back in along here. Because I was looking at this civvy. Once that got inversed on the 15-second, then I knew. I think I got long here. Yeah, right around here. See, once we inversed that, I got long here. But then we like closed below it and went back. It was just messy. Closed below. And then once we got back up, I had a limit order at this little busy here. And then, yeah, then I took my partials off at this first target. Right, and then that high. So anyways, just personal trade journal entry here. Lesson of the day: only wait for MOC, for me at least, even on FOMC days. So hope that made sense, you guys. Or if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in my Discord, free Discord. Otherwise, I'll continue streaming and see you.